Yeah. All right. Hi, guys. How are you doing? Welcome to yet another session. Let me try to create space so YouTube can also be seen clearly. How are you guys doing? And today I'm talking about why I won't allow my wife to go into the big brother house. Let me tilt this a bit. And then when I'm done, I'm going to ask you, would you allow Leo 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 CEO? He says this jobless man won't sleep. The jobless man is coming live. At the end of this life, the jobless man is going to get paid. But a man who has a job is watching this live for free and even commenting for free. I pray that I will be jobless like me instead of having a job like you have. Because if you consider yourself staying awake at this time to watch my life having a job, you are cursed from the depth of your soul. Because what job could you probably be doing now? Maybe afofuro, agbepo, gbelepawo, gbelepawo ọkùnrin, you are walking from the security post where they assigned you. Small time now, they will call you now, say you go drive squirrel. And you are here saying somebody is jobless. What are you doing on my life at this time? If you have a job, what are you doing on my life at this time? The people who gather here are a community who we love to discuss and share opinions and all that. Hmm? Leo CEO, checking for any blocking. Since you have your job, let me just block you. So no need for a mind yahoo na work. Òun náà ní job. Ọmọ wèrè. Bus conductor wúlò jùlọ. So let us talk. Someone said I should not block him, he's a fan. God will not let foolish people like that be my own fans. They can be your fan. I dash you. Person wey no get sense, na him go be my own fan. I no need that kind of fan. So let's go into why I can't allow my wife to be in the big brother house. Over the years, there have been so many reports of what the women in the house do, especially when they come out. Some of them, even from the house, they go down, they show themselves. Then when they come out, because there is an unhealthy level of exposure. There's what you call healthy exposure, and there's what you call unhealthy exposure. I'm not saying with the kind of woman I have, I'm not saying I don't trust her, but there's also the level of exposure I don't want to be dealing with. Someone says, my wife is too old for Big Brother. Yeah, if she were within the age range. And I'm telling you guys because you guys don't understand this. And some of you will push your wives to go inside, and then you kiss your marriage goodbye, and you'll be on the losing end. Someone says, those BBN girls will come for me. No problem. Let them come. Me, personally, I will not allow my wife to go for Big Brother. So if you are a man and you are listening to me live because another Big Brother is coming, and maybe your wife don't they mention until you say she won't go there. Now God, I take beg you. Now God, I take beg you. Not allow your wife, even your fiance where you want marry, not allow him do Big Brother. If she fine, not allow him do Big Brother times 8. Big Brother, in my humble opinion, I may be wrong, is for single girls or girls in flimsy relationships. My own take. If you're watching on TikTok, my target is money guns. Get me my money guns, and let me give you a big shout out this lovely evening. Thank you, all of you who have supported me so consistently over the years, over the weeks or months on TikTok. Yeah. You get me money guns. There's so many other nice things you can get me on TikTok. Special big shout out to you. Somebody got me a car the other day. Let me see if I can change my, what is it called, to cars. Yeah, I can't find the car again. I'll have put car today. Maybe somebody should get me a sports car. I can't find it. I'll just put it up like that. Anyway, I'll manage the money gun. But if you can get me a sports car, because I want to drive sports car. All of you watching and enjoying on TikTok, please get me um, uh, a sports car. Now, women, would you allow your husbands to go into the house? I'm not a woman, I don't know, but I don't think Big Brother is particularly great for relationships unless both of them are in the house. Let's have this conversation. I personally don't enjoy watching Big Brother. I don't think I've ever watched it before. Once in a while, when Big Brother is on and the conversations are around Big Brother, I will comment on Big Brother. But I don't think I've ever. I don't. We don't have DSTV, so I can't even watch it if I wanted to, unless there's somewhere online. And I don't see how I'm going to start looking for how to watch, of all things, Big Brother. I'm sorry, I'm not running the show down, but it's not something I believe to have much intellectual value. And today, Tastebuds and I had a quarrel over what is it called? Uh, she said I have heavy topics. I sent her sister a conversation about Russia and Ukraine and America. And she was like, don't you know how to have soft conversations, easy? I said, I don't know how to have easy conversations. All my conversations are strong, 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 intellectual. I sent to her that too. So Taste Boss sister said, don't mind how that if you don't stress us, who will you stress? I think everybody is used to the fact that I'm stressful. Yes, even when we talk about flimsy things like who's sleeping with who, or the normal topics, I do that mainly because of the traffic. It brings the traffic, and when the traffic is on, they buy my money guns. When the traffic is on, they buy my money gone. So I would do that because of traffic. If I were to sit down here and talk about America versus Russia versus Ukraine, we will not have a crowd. So the kind of topics that we bring up determines the kind of audience we have. So that is, how do I put it? That is something. I've never seen Big Brother, the conversations, I've never seen them to be intellectually stimulating. Maybe for me, maybe for you guys. Like I said, it's up to you. And I have seen too much see finish. You see, I'm a very open person. I'm one of the few people that wear an old t-shirt. I've probably had this t-shirt for 5 years. You know, when I come live, I just pick up a hat. Maybe sometimes my hats are new, but most of the time, even I just pick a black hat and pick a t-shirt, and that is it. You know? And what many people consider smart, I don't consider smart. For me, smart is, can you hold a conversation on relativity theory, string theory? Can you hold a conversation on um, multidimensional space, on black holes? You know, can you hold those kind of intellectual conversations? I'm sorry, I don't see that in Big Brother. And another thing is, there's this see finish. You see, this world is a very open world already. Like I said, I'll wear an old t-shirt, come and sit here. I talk about my parents, I talk about my relationship, I talk about my ex, I talk about my kids. Uh, I am Mosho says, exactly. Are you smart? I am Mosh 90. Please, who are you responding to so that I can finish you and your father here this night? Don't said being philosophical. Baba, I don't see anybody in Big Brother house. Maybe one or two of them. But you see, the fact is, once you get into the Big Brother house, you are not going to be among smart people, even if you're smart. So the tendency for the conversation to be smart. Someone like Ibuka is smart. Someone like Bam Bam is smart. But how many smart conversations did they have in the Big Brother house? Let's talk about that. I'm just saying, I'm smarter than you and your father combined. Me too, I'm just saying. So, so just like, let me also tell you, just like Daddy Freeze will make more money talking about things that don't have much sense, so would the organizers and the people hosting Big Brother will make more money, because if they put a science program up, you will not watch it. Nigerians want to be entertained at all the time without gaining intellectual value. So I've seen clips of the conversations in the Big Brother house. They are never intellectually stimulating, not one. They never talk about, they talk about what the average person would consider intellectual, not what intellectual people would consider intellectual. I don't know if I'm making sense. Um, I don't blame the people who run Big Brother. I blame the people who watch Big Brother. Because if you were not watching it, they would not be running it consecutively year in, year out. They make so much money from it. Someone says their tasks are very educational. I'm sorry, are you in primary one? How can you call those tasks educational? Really? What level have you subjected yourself to? Their tasks are fun. If you consider that education, you obviously didn't study something like physics or even philosophy or sociology in the university. You consider that educational. You must have dropped out in primary school. Is educational, I don't know. You consider that educational? Really? Really? Ha. You must have been miseducated. I'm sorry, don't take any offense. You see, now, aside from the fact that Big Brother is not a show where um, intellectual intellectual conversations are brought to the fore, maybe once in a while, once in a gray moon, but on the regular, their conversations are very mundane. And I think they're also warned not to have strong conversation because they know you'll not be able to keep up. So even the smart ones are dumbed down just so you can have conversations that the public can relate to, especially when you have a public that is either poorly educated or miseducated. What really do you expect from that public? So, one of my issues with Big Brother is the low intellectual display. The second one is fine, I don't mind my wife having friends who are not so smart. You understand? You can't, not everybody can be smart. It's just that there's some of my wife's friends who come around. I'll go and sit down with them and have conversations. There are some I'll just, hello, how are you? And go back into my room and lock myself in. You know, there's some people I can't hold an intelligent conversation with. And it doesn't mean they're not educated. It just means they can't keep up with intellectual discussions. Um, so that's on the one side. The second one is I consider myself a very open person, but Big Brother is too open for me. Big Brother is too open. I'm the kind of person that comes and talks about my family, my mother, my father. I tell you things about, I don't hold things back. I believe it's good conversation. I talk about my wife, I talk about my ex, I talk about my previous girlfriends, I talk about my children. But that Big Brother is now too much. You now know when I sleep and when I wake. You now know what I look like first thing in the morning and last thing at night. You now know my secret conversations. Whether you like it or not, I'm online maximum 2 to 3 hours a day. Big Brother, you are online 24 hours a day. The only place you don't have the mics and the camera are in the toilet. I believe that is too much information. If you have a wife or a husband, unless you guys are desperate for money, I would say it's too much invasion of privacy. Number three, you are locked away for 3 months. Do you know how long 3 months is? With people of the opposite gender. Whether you like it or not, they will see your wife naked. Whether you like it or not, they will see your wife naked. And your wife could get into a relationship. I remember a married woman who's late now who went into the Big Brother house and had a relationship. And it was like, we all did not know she had a husband. We knew she had a husband. We attended their wedding. Would you like your wife to have a bath with somebody else naked? I don't think I would like it. May the lady's soul rest in peace. And I don't blame her, because once you enter that kind of house, Baba, you are in another world. It's like you are in another multiverse, away from your reality. And you say it's disrespectful to the spouse. Why did the spouse allow his wife to be in that kind of film? So those are my thoughts. Maybe I'm wrong. What are your thoughts? Would you allow your wife you see? And now, let me now break your heart here. In real life, if your wife is going to cheat on you, she will cheat on you. In Big Brother, she'll cheat on you, and the whole world will watch. Imagine you're a husband whose wife cheated in the Big Brother house. The whole world is going to watch. Your kids are going to have a video to remind them of that sordid affair. And you're going to wake up emotionally damaged, having to deal with what they went through publicly. People are going to call you. Remember Tega and the husband? Apparently, the rumor was the husband cheated, so Tega cheated back. The husband cheated one-on-one, coded like normal human beings cheat. Tega own, the whole world saw it. Then we also now heard the back gossip. Imagine somebody sleeps with your wife and then doesn't find her too clean or has one or two comments to make, and then he makes them publicly. What you are dealing with inside the house that you are covering from your neighbors. Then all of a sudden now, everybody has to see, everybody has to deal with. It's very, very humiliating for a spouse. You will come back emotionally damaged. Emotionally damaged. So here are my thoughts. Big shout out to TP. TP on TikTok is my #1 gifter. Big shout out to TP. I'm looking for people who buy money guns for me. Come to TikTok and buy my money guns, my TikTok people. If you're watching live, go to Facebook, search for Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. Scroll down to today's video, click on the video, and buy my stars. Someone said, and it becomes very difficult to heal. It becomes impossible. It's a weight you are going to carry for the rest of your lives, because it is emotional damage. So let me open up the live and let's see what you have to say. Do you think it is something you could consider, having your wife in Big Brother, or maybe your husband? So let me take a couple of people from here. So what are your thoughts? I don't tell you my own mind. Happy Prof.
Hello, Daddy Freeze.
Hi, how are you doing? So what are your thoughts?
I'm fine.
Destiny, how are you doing, my darling sister?
Daddy Freeze.
I'm fine, Daddy Freeze. Good evening from here. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, Daddy Freeze, with all sincerity. I like watching your live every time, no doubt about it, because of the kind of discussion we always talk about your life. And if you can see, and I've noticed that most of the time when you talk something that is very important that most of us can even learn from, there's always maybe less than 500 people that are listening. And me, I like it that way. That shows, no, this is the 500 you are saying are the true ones that really wants to listen to you. Every other ones, now, if you start talking about something else, you will see 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. That is when we are talking about probably gossips or talking about something else. But when you are giving us facts, something that will actually help us, you know, people will just run away and will not listen. Okay, let's come back to the Big Brother thing. Number one, most of the time, if I have to watch it, it's because probably less busy. I just want to see, maybe my wife wants us to watch it or something. But the truth is, there's nothing anybody will learn from Big Brother. You are learning nothing.
What you do?
Nothing to be sincere. You're not going to learn anything, and I will not allow
maybe 15, 20.
My true family to be part of Big Brother, like my wife or my sister, because there are so many damage the Big Brother could cause. Let's forget about you want to have fame, you want to make money. Yeah, you can in the future. Yeah, you can make money, but it doesn't make sense when you make money through some situation that people can keep and use to probably blackmail you, or that can actually cause a lot of emotional damage in the future. You know, I've seen a lot of, okay, fine, I don't respect, and I'll be sincere, I don't respect anybody that call him or herself a celebrity on Big Brother show has been in a situation, probably, had some nothing. You know, for me, they will say it's a kind of game. It doesn't make any sense. Fine, right now you may see it like, oh, you need that fame. It's definitely still the same fame that will hurt you later in the future. You get what I'm trying to say? Because you are looking for fame. Yeah, fine. What kind of fame is you going in there? I can understand when you are isolated, when you're in a place that for 90 days, it's not easy. You understand? But that place is not meant for somebody that is in a good relationship or it's in a marriage. Big Brother house is not meant for such people. And anybody that wants to actually be intellectually, there's nothing there that you want to gain from. Nothing. And if we talk about, okay, the show should be banned or should be properly censored, they will say, a lot of people will say, why are you talking about that? But the truth is, it's not even helping the younger ones in any way. They're not gaining anything from it.
Let me ask you a question, though.
Yes, sir.
Would you allow your wife to go into the Big Brother house?
100% no. That's the beginning of the end of the marriage. Yeah, because she.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm okay. I just wanted to add something to it because the truth is, even if she is so careful, there'll be a situation that she will fall for it, and there are so many guys that they actually need such, that situation to happen, and it will happen.
Someone saying there's publicity and there's money helping them. There's some kind of publicity and some kind of money that is harmful. It's not everything in this life that is money. Let me tell you, I won't even allow my child to go to Big Brother if I can. If I can, I won't allow my child to go to Big Brother. I'll allow her dad to go to Big Brother though. But my Peking, no. Then your heart will be your mouth. Your heart will be your mouth. You see, let me tell you, do you know that? I could ask you a question about your relationships and you could deny. In Big Brother, we will see it clearly like this.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So the
Destiny,
world, though.
what are your thoughts?
Sorry, I muted my side earlier. Okay, let me not allow my husband to go to Big Brother. That's a no-no for me. It's not a show for married people. If I should ask me my own opinion, I might be wrong, but this is my own personal opinion. I wouldn't want myself, like you said, if I have my way, I wouldn't want my kids to partake as well. Honestly, because the thing they say there, it's been like 3 years I watched that Yeye show last. Honestly, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. Watching people doing all sort of things and it's not beneficiary. We're not learning anything, so why would I waste my time doing that? Time is money. So for me, it's a no-no. Full stop. It's capital no for me.
Ada, what are your thoughts?
Good morning, good evening, everyone.
Good morning, good evening.
Hi, Destiny.
Hello, sweetheart.
Daddy Freeze, honestly, I don't know how I feel about talking about this topic, but I mean, mixed emotions, right? So, Big Brother is something that I sent you a mail. No, I sent you a DM.
I saw it.
I'm only going to say this because I mean, my focus has changed. I'm now pursuing something new that Daddy Freeze is aware of, right? If not, I wouldn't have been here because I was this close to entering the house last year, like this close. And with that being said, there are some things that I'm not going to reveal here because I got to a point where I had to decide. I had to weigh my options. Okay, do I really want to do this? Am I not ready to do that? Like I said, so many things that I cancel on the live in case they go viral. But that if I can say these things to you personally. But talking down on those people that went there and did what they did, we still have some noble people that got into the house. Yeah, likes of Mike. Mike was married, still married. He got there and he did nothing. And we still have ladies that were there and they still carried themselves upright. So it's not about being out there. I think for some people, the mere knowledge that you are being watched by the whole world would give you that consciousness to know what to do, not what to do, what to say, what not to say. But there are some people that really don't care. Take for instance, if someone says, I don't want to go anymore. I wanted to. I even got a mail. I sent the mail to Daddy Face. Yes, last year. Just NYSC camp, just 3 weeks. Some people still misbehave.
Thank you. An NYSC camp is coded.
Facts.
Just 3 weeks. Just because they are not with their partners and then they are enclosed with young people, their age, they still use that opportunity to go down. And there are people that they spend the 3 weeks, nothing. So I still feel that if some people have that self-control, the self-discipline, even 6 months. Ladies, and I don't know for men, let me not even speak for ladies. Personally, I can go for a year without it. I have. So it's just about what you want and your personality. So I don't think it's ideal generalizing it, but I have my personal reservations why I stepped back and I'm not willing to share here. But yeah, if my husband wants to go, it depends on his threshold. If for the while we've been together, we've never had any cause of infidelity, no problem whatsoever, I will let him. But if he's been the type that's been a weary, back and forth cheating here and this, and then he finally apologized to be better, I will not let him go. Because I'll feel like, bro, you don't have self-control in the outer space. Is it there that you would have self-control? You get what I mean? So, yeah, but if he's been faithful while we're dating, courting, marriage, and he wants to, take for instance, Mike. I think it's unfair to write off everybody. Mike was there, last man standing, even when the sexy Messi, which by the way, I really like Messi Lambo, even when she was wearing all what she was wearing, Messi will come. Mike will just distract himself with a very serious conversation. So intellectual, so smart. Bring something else, never dancing, holding anybody's booty or anything. Like, there are people like that.
Those people are really like that. it's just one person out of 100, so it's like a no-no.
Let me
The
say this
truth.
also. A lot of people are saying, yeah, I've gone 5 months, I've gone 4 months, I've gone 3 months, I've gone 1 year. You can never compare that to when you are alone in the house with someone you find attractive. And I'll tell you what I mean. Let me explain to you what I mean here. Everybody gets tempted, but at the end of the day, you go back home. When you have to live with the source of your temptation, me, I no sure say even me fit do am. That's why the Bible says flee from temptation.
Yeah.
The Bible says flee from temptation. I'm not even sure me I can do it. Why will I put myself why will I put myself in a situation where I'm setting myself up? Someone said fix your mind on something like it is that easy. How long do you want to fix your mind on? You will embarrass yourself. That's what all of them that say. If some people have control, not all of you have control. And if you know you don't have control, don't put yourself in a situation where you will now have to start asking or answering questions later on. Let me bring a few more people and let's hear what they think. Thank you so much, my
Mm-hmm.
brother. Thank you,
Bye.
Destiny. Thank you, Ada.
It's okay. Bye bye.
Thank you very much, Papi Prof.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
So let me see what other people have to say. We're not going to waste too much time today. Maybe just one or two more calls. Someone said, even if you do avoid temptation, I also agree with that 100%. Avoid. Someone said, bring John. Is John here? When I too like this John. When I too like this John.
Hey,
Chima
Daddy
C
Praise.
Square.
What up?
How far?
I greet you.
I greet you right back.
I
So
know you
over
will
to
see
you.
my
What are your
comment.
thoughts?
Daddy Praise. Let's be just very honest. I never like Big Brother show for one bit because, like you said, I've been following up your show actually this evening.
Yes.
I don't think our youths are learning anything meaningful when it comes to the show, right? Um, I think we're learning everything bad, if you ask me. I remember people talking about Nigerian youths are so lazy because anytime they put up that show, Big Brother, they don't want to work anymore. They just want to be on TV.
Mm.
And couple posts that I see people post on Instagram, it's all about sneaking around. People keep breaking up with their partners, their boyfriends, before the show and after the show. So I don't think any real man should let their wife actually be part of that show, or any woman should let their husband be part of that show, because it's not reasonable at all
It's
for
not
my
worth
own
it.
perspective. Yeah, I don't like the show. So yeah.
Okay. We've got Samaria Bob in the building. Samaria, what are your thoughts?
Daddy, please. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay.
Please, let's be honest to an extent. It's true that that show is not educative, and it's kind of it distracts the youths and take them away from focusing on realities of life. But at the same time, it's been helpful to a lot of them as well. So let's not. I'm not going to be selfish here. You said that it's been helpful to most people. It has helped in bringing out their whatever them. But then, like you rightly said, it all depends on people's focus and ambition. There are people who don't care. They've lost focus on life. They don't mind going anywhere. This form of behavior. In fact, they don't get family because I will always tell myself those people don't have families. So for those people, no matter what we do, no matter the advice you give out to them, they will still do what's in their mind. To them, that's the only way they will trend. That's the only thing they have to showcase. The only way they will be noticed and recognized.
I said that's
Can you
all
hear
they
me?
have to offer. We can hear you clearly.
Yes. So for those people, no matter what you tell them, they will never listen. They'll still do what they want to do. So if my person were to go in for a Big Brother show, like I rightly said, it's been favorable to most of them. At least it has helped to bring out their career, help their career and stuff like that. Make them popular, whatever, giving them wealth, help their market. It all depends on what it is you have to show. Like, I'm not really a fan of watching that Big Brother, but I know times, I get to hear about the popular ones, like is it Miracle? One of the guys that won the last. I don't know what's going on with him. He doesn't come up on news like the rest of them.
Excuse me, I don't think that the freeze is talking about the good aspect of it. Or
Okay.
the benefit
Okay, fine.
of
Okay, he's
it.
talking about if I would.
He's talking about between married, would you let your husband go for that show?
It depends on the kind of man it depends on the kind of man he is. It depends on the kind of man he is, and
you should try.
it depends on the kind of man I would be with. Anyways,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not sure I would be with the kind of man
I think you've been a little corny about the question.
Okay, I'm gonna allow me to
want
answer.
to marry.
I said I'm going to answer. I said I will answer. You will be the one to tell me the kind of man I'm trying to get married to. Let me answer the question.
Thank you.
The question, yeah. Let me answer the question. The answer to the question I'm being asked is this. Like I said, it depends on the kind of man I'm going to be with. If I'm with that kind of a man who doesn't or that means of the Bible, and he feels that this is what he would want to do, this is the only way where he can excel in life, then it's up to him. Good luck with him. Should he decide to go there and misbehave, that's up to him. If it's so shameful that I'm unable to stand it, I can let it go. We go our ways. But if he decides to go there, if he's a nice man, I will tell him, of course, he knows where he's going. He knows what is good. He's an adult. You don't advise an adult. So he should know when to cross the line. But if he goes in there and crosses the line, then it's up to him to clear his mess. I won't be part of it. That's simple. But I'm not going to tell an adult. If he's a child, I have the right to tell my child, no, I don't want you there. But not a man I'm married to, because I believe he will be an adult and he knows what is best for him. You don't tell a man or dictate what a man should do and what he shouldn't do in a situation like that. So far, he has self-control and everything else, that's up to him to decide. But for my child, I can tell my daughter and my son, no, you're not going there for some reasons, but not my partner. They have the rights to their choices. That's the only thing I'm going to say.
That's good.
Video man, let's hear from you.
Okay, first of all, to be very honest, personally, I wouldn't want to find myself in that kind of situation. And secondly, I wouldn't want to have my partner be in such kind of show. And I have my own personal reasons. Most times it's not actually about the morals. Sometimes, just like TF has already mentioned, some certain things, even if you're not going after them, they will come after you. And you don't want to, put yourself in a situation where by the end of the day, you just can't manage everything. Even out of the 100, you can't even, if you manage 99, what about the 1%? It's definitely going to be very difficult. So I wouldn't want to have my partner be in a situation where it's so uncomfortable for him to do some certain things, and be surrounded with some certain people who doesn't just find it okay for people to, maintain their space and stuff like that. So I wouldn't feel comfortable, most especially when I have a good man. I wouldn't want him to be in such space. It's not about being insecure or what, because good things are meant to be preserved. So you don't want to, have your man in such space. That's my own thought.
Rhythm, I'm sorry if I ask you. If he refuses to listen to you and say he must go, what would you do?
Then I would support him.
I mean, you see what I'm trying to say. I mean, as an adult, as a husband, you know the pros and the cons. If you insist you want to go, you know the family I'm coming from. I don't know the kind of a family you will be coming from. So if you go to a house on a national TV and go there and be a disgrace, then he wouldn't need anyone to tell you what the time says anymore.
Exactly. Just like I've said,
If it's about business, it's about the money. If you want to focus on the money, go do the money thing and bring it back. Behave yourself. But if you have to go there and if it's a script that has been written and you have to play some of those dirty sayings or scripts, then you don't have to go there. But I won't be the one to tell you you must go or you must not go. We all are adults. Before you can be my husband, you should be able to know what's right, what's good, and what's right. Simple.
That the phrase.
If whatever you wouldn't want me to do, I think you shouldn't do it.
That the phrase, experience teaches, right? If you watch the previous Big Brothers, the previous one, couple of them, way back. Most people in relationship end up breaking up. Either
majority of them.
Husbands and wives keep messing around, sleeping around. So after watching all of that, then I don't think no reasonable man will actually let his wife actually get in that show. And I don't think no reasonable woman will actually let the husband. Yes, money can make things happen. Money can make people actually take some risk. But the definition of a real man, you shouldn't actually let your wife take that kind of risk, period. This is a show that you're going to be with so many handsome, different kind of people, calibers, right? And as much as women will come out and act like they're strong and stubborn, when they drink, they can't hold too much. You know what I'm saying? Especially the ones that act like they're too tough. So I don't think I will ever advise anybody that I know to actually let the wife get in there. The same thing goes to the men. I don't think I will advise any woman I know to let the husband get in there, because different things can happen. Like you said, camera is on you 247, except when you're in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? So what's the pride of a man? What makes you, how would you feel when you see your wife out there on the TV, the whole world watching, people hugging, kissing, rubbing, touching? That's hard.
One question.
That's
Have
hard.
you seen scenarios that men push out their wives to go make money and bring back home? Men kind of I don't want to use such a word, but you understand what I mean. Like men kind of exchange their wives for money. Have you seen that before?
And that's why
even use their wives to get contracts. Have you seen that happen?
I heard about that. I have not seen it.
Okay, if a man would allow his wife to be used for an object, why do you think they won't let their wives go to Big Brother and get the popularity?
Let me remove you and bring you right back. I want to bring the guy in.
And that's why I said when it comes to women, there are women that's good.
Let me remove you, bring one guy in and bring you back.
That's not what I'm saying. Before you get married, right? There are women, they are good just to date them, flex with them, party with them, hang out with them. They can make a good wife, regardless of how beautiful they are. And for somebody like me, when I watch a woman...
So is it a woman's fault that a man would want to use her in an exchange for contracts, for money, for promotion?
That will do that don't care about you. He might pretend like he cares about you. He doesn't care about you.
So let me... Okay, but the fact
he doesn't love you.
Does it happen? Does it happen?
It's
you know what the desperation for money can do?
But it's very possible, but that's not even what we're talking about. What we're talking about...
I bet you that 80%... Okay, I bet you that at least 60% of men, an average Nigerian man, would tell the wife to go.
Hell
So far, it's a clean money. It doesn't matter what you do in that house.
not
In fact, they would even encourage you.
Not Igbo men.
They would.
I don't know about. I don't know where
If people, if somebody would be bold enough, take a risk of going to the bank.
My sister,
to go
no,
and,
not Igbo men.
doing some nasty things.
From but Igbo men.
Sorry.
So they are so strong when it comes to certain things. They can't. They rather. Buy, you understand? They rather buy chasing money than letting their wife take that risk. Not Igbo men.
Really?
No, not
Igbo. You didn't say Igbo men. That's what I'm saying. But have you thought about the people that go as far as endangering their lives just to get that paper? And they go as far as even believing in certain things that it works if they go after that paper. And here they are
hold on.
Giving tickets.
That's a big. My sister, hold on. Sorry, I want to ask you this question. Are you married?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Why do you ask?
Nothing.
No, just go ahead, ask. You want to ask if my husband would let me go into a thing like
I wanted
that?
to bring the moral theologist, by the way. Humble Henry, I sent you a request, you declined. No fear now. Nobody go back to you.
Honest. Let me use this opportunity to actually pick on one or two things. That the phrase, I love your show. You know, I do my own night ranting at night. Your show is very cool. You're a nice man. You're a little bit arrogant. You're cool. I like your vibe when I watch you call people out when they piss you off. You change that for them. Call their mama, call their papa. It's good to be like that. Be soft and be a little bit harsh when time for it. But one thing I want people to understand, especially females, let's start telling ourselves the gospel truth. The gospel truth. There is sensitive things that anytime we're talking about it or you're talking about it on this platform, I see how biased some people get. You know what I'm saying? If we want to make Africa, Nigeria a better place, let's just be honest and speak the truth and stand by the truth, regardless of how many people that's going to hate you, how many people that's going to unfollow you. A lot is going on when it comes to, married people, couples, DNAs, you know what I'm saying? All these things going on in the world right now. But it is what it is.
Let me ask you, do you think you can control people's opinion? When you're talking about people can be biased when it comes to certain issues, do you control people? Everyone has rights to their opinion.
Listen, I don't care about people's opinion. I just say my own opinion.
Okay. That's the same thing. Because, for example, you saying somebody's being rude. Let's say, for example, there are people who would tag you as a rude person as well.
I didn't say. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I'm talking to that phrase. I'm explaining that phrase.
No, that is still the same thing I'm saying. For example, you saying that if it can be rude, like you rightly said right here, you were good to me a while ago without realizing you were rude, and that's how you kind of sometimes misunderstand him or misquote him too. So I mean,
I don't misquote him. I don't misquote him. I said that I like how he handled his show.
So why use the word rude?
I said he's a little bit arrogant. You're a female. There's things.
Okay.
I said he has a little bit of everything in him, and I like that.
Are you an arrogant person?
Of course, I am a little bit arrogant. Yeah, every man should be a little bit arrogant. You can't be too soft. You can't be too soft and naive with what women are doing in this generation. No man should be quiet like that. They will sit on your head. You can't be quiet as a real man. That's what defines you as a man. Be nice, be gentle, but be a little bit arrogant too. Mix it up. You have to mix it up. So you have to mix it up.
Well, I'm just saying that people will be biased sometimes. I mean, people have their opinions and you can't change their thoughts or the way they process things.
Of course, I can't change anybody's thought. The same way nobody can change my thought.
That's right. So
you know what I'm saying? So that the free nice to have you, man. I'm out. I don't like to be too much on time.
Yes, lovely having you. Chimasi Square. I was trying to invite the humble gentleman, humble Henry, but he keeps declining. He said he studied moral theology. So
he said he has a meeting he said he has a Zoom meeting. He can't join right now.
That's humble Henry.
Right, he wrote it on the comment section.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'll have loved to hear him saying. So let me
They say
just
they like
bring.
bullies. You
I
see, they
tried to
think we're
bring
about to
Vidoma
start having
back.
bulls.
I tried to bring Vidoma back. It didn't work. Chichi Obama, let me end with you. So let me just invite you, Chichi Obama. Oh yeah, let's hear your take.
Daddy Freeze, your followers like bulls now. They didn't say one to bulls. If anybody not ready now, still say that bulls are welcome to here.
Uh-uh.
They still like bulls.
Oh yeah, Chichi Obama. Now you want end today. Oh. He say he use Igbo shoot stray bullet for you. Samaria, you speak Igbo now.
I speak Igbo, yeah, why not?
What did he say in Igbo?
I'm not sure I heard him.
All right,
I
Chichi.
think he said Igbo men or something of that nature. I don't know where it was.
It's kind of dark where I'm at, so sorry, y'all.
Put on the light. You no get light.
I can't.
Why?
Curse.
You never bath.
Okay, then if let me just say something right quick. The Samaria is kind of right in a way. You cannot stop anybody from doing whatever they want to do. And at the same time, Nigeria, the struggle is really Nigeria. Things are happening. People are, things are happening. The poverty level is so high. So when just certain things will happen, I'm not saying I personally would do it. I wouldn't do it, but what I'm saying is, if it's gonna elevate your life and put your life out there and you can have some level of elevation, why not? As we said, it's a personality thing. To me, I believe if you get there, you know what you're looking for. If you want to break the morality code, it's up to you. If you don't want to break the morality code, it's up to you. So to me, I think it's all personality, preference, and also I'll say it's not advisable for married women to go in there. A married man, but if my husband or the wife insists, so whatever the consequences, they should be ready to bear it. You can't stop people. Even they don't do it. If you can do it coded, you can as well do it in public and make money off of it. That's my take.
All right, Bongoli. Finally,
Hey, good
you.
evening. Good evening, everyone. It's been a while I've been on the program, Daddy Freeze.
Yeah, I know.
And people might be shocked. Samaria, hello to the other. People might be shocked. What is Bongoli doing with on a social topic? Well, I'm a human being and I have feelings too. And I have emotions and blood runs through my veins. Okay, let's go straight to it. I feel that Big Brother is being abused in Nigeria. The Big Brother program, the Big Brother franchise is being abused because Big Brother in itself is a social experiment. I remember when we had the first Big Brother Africa, I remember being able to watch it with my parents and my siblings back in Nigeria. There was this 1 hour show and we were able to watch it. I think on MBI, they do this 1 hour show and all of that. But then, maybe because of the unemployment situation we have in Nigeria, it is so abused amongst the youth. It is just a social experiment. We have Big Brother all around the world. In fact, there could be a Big Brother going on in America here, and you don't even pay any attention to it. You just come across it on ABC or something, or you're watching Big Brother Canada or Big Brother UK or Big Brother Netherlands. But it's been abused in Nigeria. People go there for ulterior motives. But would I blame them? Maybe and maybe not. Because that could be an opportunity for exposure. In fact, Nigerians who leave the Western world where they are at and come down to Nigeria for the Big Brother program. Now, as regards people's partners going on the program, I have a certain argument with that. You're talking about, hey, my wife or my husband might go and do something in Big Brother. What are they doing outside of Big Brother? Is it because they lock them somewhere, there's a camera? There was a story on, what's it called? There was a story on on Insta blog today, I'm sorry for calling him, or a popular blog today of an Irish lady that had a guy and one Demola guy like that and all of that stuff right in the same house that she's paying rent for, and the guy is not paying any rent, and he was bringing in different women. So I think let us get that bias out. I'm not a fan of Big Brother. I don't watch Big Brother, but it is a social experiment. Whatever anyone is going to do, be it infidelity, bad behavior, or irresponsibility or anything, they will do it.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be on the Big Brother or whatever it is, they will do it. And lastly, a certain individual man here, respectfully, I don't know him, but I saw him speak on man and all of that stuff. You have to be arrogant a little bit. I'm not calling him out or anything, but I felt a little bit a certain type of way. I think for you to be called a man, you have to be have responsibilities, the amount of responsibilities that you have or that you garner. Like, who are you responsible for? I don't mean being an irresponsible person, like, oh, you're just doing anything anyhow. I'm just saying it respectfully. As a man is defined as the power, his responsibilities. I think that is what defines a man. And we should kind of like know how to tone it down a little bit, because I see a Cold War. Let us know how to talk to people respectfully, because you're a man and you're calling a certain tribe. And because when you put that certain tribe in there, you're pushing a narrative that certain tribe talk down on women. Okay, for example, we can talk about the Yoruba tribe. They call us Yoruba demons. We break the hearts of women. Yes, there's that stigma going on now. So there's a stigma. I'm not attacking anybody here, but if you want to talk about a man or something, don't start putting in tribes there, because you start agreeing to the stigma as to how these certain men treat some certain women. We are all Nigerians, one love. I'm not being disrespectful. If you like, insult me. People have been insulting me since June or July of last year, and I defeated all of you, and I'll keep on defeating all of you. There's nothing people can do to me. People only have and insult me. But on a more serious note, let us respect ourselves. Let us respect, be you a man or be you a woman, let us be respectful at the end of the day. Let's not talk down on nobody. Let us respect people's opinions. I think that would serve us right. Let us have good engagement, good conversations for a better Nigeria at large. And remember, Big Brother is just a social experiment. It is not the one all and be all. Let us stop abusing Big Brother. Big Brother is a good show to some certain people, and Big Brother might be negative to some certain people. Why don't you take the good sides of Big Brother, like how they plan? Because they put you into groups, and then you plan, you strategize, how you kick people out. They are playing politics right there. You learn. You see some people that have some certain talents. Some talents have come out of Big Brother. I'm not an advocate for Big Brother, please. I don't watch the program, but you see people that are talented that have come out from that show. A Lekon guy, he went to Unilag, he's my Unilag guy, alumni, and he's a rapper, and he's doing pretty okay for himself. Let us also, as we talk about the immoralities, let us talk about the good sides of Big Brother also. We should not always keep painting the bad side of Big Brother, the bad side of a situation. Let us look at the good side also. And also to people that are watching us, Nigeria will be better. Let us look at the good side of Nigeria. The elections are over. Let us move on. If the president fails, all Nigeria fails. Let us look at the good side. The cup is half full. Let us not look at it as half empty. And thanks to the Nigerian government for bringing our brothers and sisters from Sudan. It's not easy. And to all the people in Sudan, we pray for them. We pray for healing there. We pray that the fight going on in Sudan stops. The world is not talking about it. They only talk about Ukraine and Russia. We had the war that happened in Ethiopia for over 2 years. I'm sorry that the phrase for deviating. Nobody talks about it. If we don't talk about it, nobody's going to talk about it. What's going on in Sudan is not good. It's not nice. Let us speak against it, and let us strive for peace. That is why I'm here. Thank you all very much for your time. I love you all. It's been a while I've been on that Freezes program. Hopefully I bring political talk. Bring political talk. Bring social economic talk. I will join the line.
Okay.
Please,
Okay. You know what? Tomorrow night or today night, That's tonight. We'll talk about Nigeria. Let's talk about the May 29th. Let's get representatives of Tinubu, Atiku, and Peter Obi. Let's talk about handover. What is your take? Let's even do that. Let's maybe we can do a series pre-selling May 29th, which over that period we have the opportunity to discuss the case Peter Obi filed in court. Is Tinubu going to be sworn in? So, guys, if we can have the old teams back, because somebody mentioned, said, Daddy Freeze, man, life is so boring without Clash of the Supporters. And I'm like, yeah, but what are we clashing over? It's over. But you just gave an idea. So if everybody's interested, let's talk about May 29th. Let's talk about what can happen. Let's talk about if Peter Obi still has a chance with the ongoing court cases. Let's talk about Atiku, and let's talk about Tinubu. If you can, I think we still have a couple of weeks. Let's see how that can be done. Bongoli, raise it with everybody else in the group. Let's see if we can have.
That's it, everyone, because that is everyone. We are all on hiatus. Everybody is gas boat. Let me tell you the truth. That is the gas boat is over already. We are now in governance phase. That is We just want a better Nigeria. We have already insulted our fathers and our mothers. We have cursed out on each other and everybody. Let's just move on. That is Let's look for how things can be better in Nigeria. We don't want Nigeria to be like Libya or Sudan. It can easily get there. It could have easily gotten there, and there'll be no Nigeria for us to talk about today. So let's just let's keep the peace, and we love you all. Thank you all very much. We love you all. Thank you. We love you all. Nigeria is going to be a better place for everyone.
Please, all right, guys.
Please. I love you all.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Let's go. We'll see same time tomorrow with more conversations. Take care and God bless.
Bye, my darling.
Take care.